Hey guys, a little bit of a different video again. Again, not a golf video, but another exciting video nonetheless. Uh, Welcome back for those of you who are back, and for those of you who are new, hello. Please subscribe. Today, some exciting news. I'll kind of show you around something that's new to me and new to you guys, and yeah, just give you a little review of my new truck, the Ford Maverick Lariat. Just a little walk around of the vehicle itself. This one is the Lariat with the black appearance package, so it does have the uh, Ford 360 Copilot, which helps with lane departure, cruise control, and it gives you the dynamic cruise control, so you can really get the speed going. You can see obviously the black stylings in the rim. This does come with the 225/60R18 Michelin Pro Contact tire, so it's a pretty good tire for street wear. Uh, as every Lariat, you have your Lariat badging and the black cap mirrors because it is the black appearance package. Kind of moving on to the back, most Ford Mavericks do come with, well, as long as you don't get the XL or the XLT, come standard with a spray-in bed liner. Now the trunk is not a dampening trunk, but you do have the ability to pull it down. It's a 4.5 foot bed with this little extension piece. You're looking at about 6 feet of total bed storage. There are optional bed extenders where you can buy from Ford. I didn't get any with this truck. This is going to be more of like a everyday vehicle for my fiance, so she'll be driving it to and from work. This is on a not all-wheel drive, sorry, a front wheel drive system, just because it is the hybrid. Now, Ford has these included, I guess you would say, strap tie down points where you can adjust. Sorry, I'm not really a big car guy when it comes down to knowing what trucks are. This is my first truck, but there's a bunch of tie down points here in the corner, on the sides, and this is an adjustable section where you can move it to where you would want it to be. The nice thing about the Maverick is it comes with standard lighting. This is on all trim levels, interior lighting, and also on the top there as well too. You see the lighting turn on. So this does come standard with that, along with the Lariat and the Tremor do come standard with this spray on bed liner. So it's not a bed mat, it's actually sprayed on, so it makes it easier to take care of and maintain. The nice thing Ford does is they also offer this. This is pretty much like a plug and play system where you can pop out and, oh, if I can pop it out, and add in your own wiring to add some more lights, change up anything inside the truck bed itself, making it easier to kind of use and navigate through every day. You see this QR code here. You can scan that QR code and it'll actually give you options to modify the truck bed itself. So you can add in additional stops, or I've seen where people have 2x4s that go along cross to for their bike racks and mounts, which would cost a lot less than going into a shop to get a professional one. This unlocks obviously for additional storage. As you can see here, it's a little cubby for additional storage. You can put your straps in there. I don't know, measuring tape, whatever truck guys do for truck stuff. It also comes with a 120 volt, 400 watt standard plug, so you can plug in anything you really need, whether it be cooking equipment, camping gear, or tools. Pretty versatile little bed. I haven't really put anything into the trunk bed yet, except for uh, some mulch for my landscaping in my yard. But you can see here, it does have a lock. There's no automatic tailgate, unfortunately. With the black appearance package, you do get the black Ford logo instead of the blue. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but it is black there. And again, you get rear sensors for backing up and also a backup camera. This one is the hybrid model, and that's kind of like what it is. All the Lariats come with a 4K tow package on the hybrid. If you do get the 2-liter EcoBoost, you do end up getting a 7-pin and a 4-pin adapter, so it makes it a little easier. So that's kind of the exterior, just quick overview of it. The last thing I want to show is it also does come with blind spot monitoring. So if you're ever in a situation where you do, oh sorry, it's a little dirty, haven't washed it yet since I got it, but this does pop up when there is somebody in your blind spot, so you have that. So the engine on the Ford F1, or no, F150, sorry, the engine on my Maverick my 2024 Maverick Lariat is a 2.5 liter hybrid engine. which puts out about 190 horsepower and 177 pound-feet of torque. It's a pretty accessible engine to work on. If you look at it, there's no real covers and digs. You'll see this cool little orange stripe here. I'm assuming this is where the battery goes in for the hybrid motor train. I'll talk a little bit more about that when it comes down to the inside and how I like it and how it's been the first couple days since driving it. Plot, like just a little plot twist there. It's been great. Like all top end vehicles, this does have keyless entry. As long as the key is in your pocket, press this button here, these three little ridges to lock it, and you would put your hand behind it to unlock. This only works on the front two doors. The back doors, unfortunately, don't have the access for keyless entry. They do come tinted in the back standard, non-tinted in the front. But going around, we'll just kind of hop in and I'll show you the interior of the Ford Maverick. So you do have the traditional key hole too. I'll show you the key and how it looks. Essentially, this is Ford's, it's not their new key, but this is how the key looks. With the Lariat, with the Black Appearance package, you do have the lock, unlock, and the auto start. So how to work the auto start, you press the lock button down, press this twice, and it'll start the car up. The nice part about this is you don't really need an additional piece for remote starting. You can also use the Ford Connect app too and remote start via your iPhone or Android. So hopping in to the Ford Maverick, you're greeted with a nice, well, not, it's all plastic, of course. So plastic door panels, soft touch here, and the armrest, plastic here, and this kind of neat design of the door handle with these screws. Again, the Lariat comes with adjustable side mirrors, which you won't get with the XLT, and an upgraded B&O audio system. So Bang & Olufsen, I think is what it's called, audio system. Sounds great. Moving into the interior, you're greeted with this Ford logo here. And I have to say, a lot of space. This truck comes with a lot of space for a mini truck. The Ford Maverick is Ford's entry-level truck now. I believe they start at 35,000 Canadian for the XL, with kind of bare bones interior, manual windows, manual doors. But this upgraded Lariat starts at a price of 49,000, but you are able to probably negotiate depending on your negotiation skills in cars. You're able to get some pricing down, or at least some maintenance or something included with that. The Lariat trims and the tremors, I believe, are the only two that come with the sunroof. The sunroof is nice. It is a power tilt and move. I'll show you how that looks after. But there's quite a bit of space in the back as well too. If you look on the passenger side, again, very similar. This isn't a real leather. I believe it's a synthetic leather. From Googling, it showed up as like a vegan leather, which I don't know how truthful that is, but it is very soft. It's very plushy. It's not as leathery feeling as most vehicles would, but it does feel very nice. Moving over to the front here, the glove box, a very big glove box for a car this size. You do have the ability to add anything you do want in there, whether it be a manual or your paperwork or whatever. But the glove box, really nice. The interior, again, all hard plastics, but a super deep blue, so it's a very nice hard plastic. Again, you have the Bang & Olufsen speaker system, again with your sensors for the front and your cruise control. Moving up here, the reverse light is not a auto one that does auto dimming. You do have to flip that over for dimming of lights at nighttime, but again, for me, it was a minor nuisance, so I didn't really worry too much about it. I did find that when my old car had it, I didn't notice the difference between the two. And the previous car I had to this was a 2015 Mercedes-Benz GLA 250. So quite a big upgrade in size and quite a big upgrade in tech. Moving forward here, you have a little panel for your storage, just additional storage. You can put kind of whatever you want in there. When I say there's storage in this vehicle, there is a lot of storage. So you can see here, this is a bigger Yeti cup. Fits right into the cup holder, no issues there. The real test is going to be if it fits into the side, and unfortunately, doesn't fit into the side. Doesn't pass the Yeti test for this Yeti, but any standard cooler cup will fit in there fine. But this is the first car that actually fit this Yeti in it, so I'm super excited about that. Just gonna go ahead and start the car. It is a push button, so all of the Tremor and Lariat models will have a push button. Or I don't know about the Tremor actually. All of the Lariat will have a push button. You're greeted here with the. I got greeted with the washer fluid level low. I'm taking it back to the dealer because this just showed up today and my washer fluid is on full. So it's going back tomorrow just to get a check as to what's going on. It could be a little puncture or whatever it is, but because it is a new vehicle, it is covered under the warranty, which is all good. Now, if you see here, you see the left side would usually be your RPM gauge and your right side would be your speed. On this vehicle, since it is a hybrid, 2.5 liter hybrid engine, you do have the ability to drive electric. So what I've found in the past couple days driving it, as you can see, I've driven it quite a bit, about 227 kilometers for a total of 7 hours in the vehicle. So it's kind of nice. Um, I drove 80 of those kilometers in electric. I kept the car under 60 kilometers just for a test to see how much I can get through. And that entire trip, I have yet to put in any gas mileage. It's all been via electric, which is kind of nice. Um, Once you get into the highway, of course, you will start using the gas and you'll see your total kilometers change. So I've used about 100 kilometers of gas mileage and 88 kilometers of electric, which is kind of cool. So I got the car. It was at 27 kilometers, and with the full tank, still had a full tank as you can see, and I still have 653 kilometers till it's empty on gas. So the nice part about this vehicle is you do have the ability to uh, drive it via electric or via gas. So it gives you the power, and hopefully we'll get some driving on the highway if I can get some footage. I don't have any mounts in this vehicle yet, but it picks up pretty nice. The Even though it doesn't have the 200 to 300 pound feet of torque like most other trucks do, uh, I have seen zero issues with it picking up speed. Um, Now moving into the gear steering column itself, you're greeted with the leather wrapped Ford. So this is actually leather. The steering wheel is actually leather wrapped. Ford emblem with the steering wheel and the black little piano black tile bottoms here. Uh, all your buttons for your cruise control, your lane keep, and your lane centering, along with your adaptive cruise control, so you can kind of navigate how far or close you are to the vehicle. And your volume up, volume down, turn off sound button, along with your back button for your main menu on the digital gauge cluster, your menu to select through various screens and settings, and also your pickup hang up button. This will also change your audio to go to the next track, the last track, and clicking this will activate your, I guess, Ford command, which is just a system where you can talk to the car to tell it what you want to do, whether it be changing the heat, changing the song, going to the next track, so on and so forth. Um, as you can see here, it's a little hot, so I'll open the sunroof. All you would do is press the back button, sunroof pops right open, and you're greeted with all of the natural light and sun that you would need. Moving into the cluster here, I believe this is a 8.25 inch, so I'd just say 8 inch display with Ford Sync 3. So not the Ford Sync 4, but for me, this is a huge upgrade. It has not wireless CarPlay, but it has a wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The nice thing about this is it does come with a Navi as well too. So if you don't want to plug into your phone, or it's not a Apple CarPlay or Android Auto compatible vehicle, you can definitely change that and use a Navi on the Ford Sync itself. Um, we can go through the settings, but that could be another video if you want to go through everything. I can show you how to update it, change your background, stuff like that. But that's just the system itself. Um, Moving forward here, you have your hazard lights. So clicking those will turn on your hazard lights, and you have your play, pause, next track. This is a super fun button I've been using at nighttime. It's the calm screen. So it just goes to a screen that looks exactly like this. It just shows the time and the date, and you can just kind of cruise and enjoy your drive. Clicking that will turn it off. So the weird thing about the Ford Sync 3 is it takes some time to reset, which is really weird. So pops back in there. And this will be to turn off your audio. So this will go to your sound settings. You can change your your treble, your mid range, your bass, where it comes from. With the B&O audio system, you also have the ability to change your sound mode from stereo to surround because this is a 8 speaker system. Hopping a little further down, obviously your volume rocker and your tune knob. pressing that will turn it on or off. The Lariat does come with dual climate, which is kind of nice because I sat in the XLT with the luxury package before getting this one, and it didn't have dual climate, and it really sucked. Um, Obviously, you have your defrost for your side view mirrors. So pressing that button there will turn on the defrost for your side view mirrors. You have your defrost buttons here. I love the idea of manual buttons for your climate control because it makes it so much easier to use. Rather than my old vehicle, it was all in the instrument cluster and the display here, where it was a little tougher to navigate, especially while you were driving. This is super easy. Just click and press what you wanted to do. Um, Heated seats, both driver and passenger. Heated steering wheel. It's weird that the heated steering wheel button is not here and it's right there. Again, don't know why they would do that, but it is what it is. Uh, Missing a button here. I would love to see if that was a cooled function in the future for the 25 Mavericks. That'd be awesome. Moving further down, you'll see here that there is a wireless car charger. And just for reference, I have an iPhone 15 Pro Max, and this is my iPhone 15 Pro Max onto the wireless charger itself. Turns on, you get the notification saying wireless charge activated, and you see the battery icon there as well too. Uh, and again, another little phone display here. You can add your phone there, and some more storage in the back. So this, please let me know in the comments what you use this for. I've still yet to figure out a use case for it, but right now I've just been holding my keys. There is a little lip there so the keys don't really fall out, but don't really know what it's for, besides just extra storage. I guess I could put my camera here. I use an Action 3. Um, Moving down here, you see that the cup holder, you have two cup holders. Again, pretty feasible size cup holders. This is different for me. This wheel to change the transmission is kind of neat. Something I have to get used to for sure. It does have a electronic park brake, a hold button for your brake. So when you're at a red light, you can actually click this, push down to the brake, and it'll hold on the brakes for you, so you don't have to do it yourself. Just to, I guess, the ease use of the way it works. And the nice thing is, this is just a wheel, so it turns to go into whatever gear you want it to go into. Uh, L just means low. I'm assuming that's just for towing and hauling. Now, the backup camera, the Lariat is the only one to come with a backup camera with the reverse sensors. So it shows your trajectory, it shows where you're going, and it'll also show you the sensors behind it. The nice thing about this is it makes it easy to view. Again, no 360 camera. Would love to see that in the 24th, but you do get access to the sensors, and as you can see them working there, they'll tell you how close you are to the pole itself. So the red line here is your bumper. Everything else is your vehicle. Before we hop into the back, I'll just show you a couple things here. You have your push start stop button. You have your cigarette lighter that you can use for charging, for additional charging. An automatic rear window, which just opens and closes this way. I'll show you how that looks in a second. And also USB-C and USB-A charging for your Android Auto, Apple CarPlay connection, and also just general charging in itself. So how the mirror looks, it kind of opens and closes just like that. A super small mirror, super small little thing that they have there added to it, but it just makes it a little bit funner and easier to use. It's actually a usable mirror and not just like a fake one. So just for reference, I am about 6'2". So the front seat is set up to my ride height, and if we hop into the back here, I wonder if the camera's picking that up, but I do have quite a bit of space. So I have quite a bit of space. There's no issues with legroom. I'll bring you inside so you can kind of see what it looks like. So in the back seat of the Maverick, as you can see, 6'2" frame. I have some space here where it comes to your knees. You have a couple of pockets, both on either side. Again, only the Lariat trim has the pockets that are in the front. You have another USB-C and USB-A charging port and another indoor outlet for 120 volt. Space is pretty roomy here. As you can see, like I have quite a bit of headspace. So I'd say like maybe about like another 2 inches of headspace. So I don't feel like I'm cramped. Being in the middle for sure would be cramped, but I don't see an issue with 4 adults that are my size having an issue sitting in this vehicle. There's that back window there again. And the upgraded 8 speaker system comes with 2 speakers in the back. So I've heard mixed reviews from my friends and family that have sat in this vehicle. Some people say they love it. Some people say they hate it because it does get a little loud in just the one ear. But I myself like when I'm driving, if I'm driving by myself, because it gives me a nice little sound and the music just really sounds good. But another thing with the back seats is there is 2 cup holders just in the center console with the Ford Flex system. So you can 3D print or buy from Ford uh, accessories that go into here, whether it be garbages, additional cup holders. I do find the 2 cup holders in the back enough for my use, but I can definitely see a use case where people would need more than just the two. Now you may think it's super crap back here, you can't really put anything else. The Ford Maverick does take advantage of all the space it really has by additional storage at the bottom there. So you have the ability to add whatever you would like in the bottom, keep it stored in. Again, you could scan this QR code for the flex bed and have additional attachments that go hook into each side itself. There you'll find your battery, so if you do any battery service and maintenance, that's where it'll be. Again, on the side of each door panel, you have 2 cup holders, one for a longer cup, for like a smart water bottle cup, and one for maybe like a smaller one. But that's kind of what the Ford Maverick looks like in the back. The other thing is, if you were to tether your seats, these do come down from the other side, and there are tether points at each little section of the back itself as well too, where you can. I've seen 2 car seats go in here comfortably, so you do have the option to go into this vehicle as well. But yeah, that's the video. My final thoughts on the 2024 Ford Maverick Lariat. I love it myself. I've had it for a couple days now. My fiance loves it. She loves driving it, and this is our first truck in the household. So definitely one that fits in the garage, which is great. And also you have the ability to have the truck bed, which I didn't know was so versatile. My apologies. I was a little thirsty there from talking, but I've had no issues with it. I've really enjoyed driving it. Yana's really enjoyed driving it. It's her go-to vehicle now. So the Mazda CX-30 is kind of parked in the garage, and we're just putting some kilometers on the Ford here. Um, the couple things that I wish that were a little better were, of course, maybe a bigger screen and Ford Sync 4, I believe is what they're on. And maybe just some more soft touches on the dash, just to give it a bit more refinement, which I'm assuming is probably coming in the 25. Other than that, this car has been great. I would definitely recommend it for anybody who wants a truck but has a smaller space, or who wants a truck but isn't comfortable driving such a big vehicle. The truck bed is so versatile. You would never know how much you'd use it until you actually get one. And the Ford Maverick ticks off all my boxes. Great size, fits in my garage, has a truck bed, which is great for hauling and towing, has towing abilities, which is awesome for when I do tow, which will be maybe once a year for camping. And you have the ability to have an upgraded system at a entry level price, especially with the way that cars are priced nowadays. You're seeing this for 49 at sticker. You could probably negotiate getting lower than sticker or getting some stuff included, which makes it worth your while. For 49,000, you can't really go wrong with this vehicle. 49,000 Canadian, I should say. You can't really go wrong with this vehicle. I know people have a lot of things like negative to say about the Maverick, but so far my 200-kilometer rating and review of the Maverick has been great. No issues, tons of storage, great driving posture, easy to park, easy to navigate, and a great overall system just because of the Apple CarPlay and the Ford Sync 3. But again, thanks so much for watching this video. This is a longer video. And I do apologize for those, but this is our new family truck, and I'll keep you updated with anything changes or new or anything that does happen. I'll let you guys know what I do to it. The only thing I'm going to probably get is a tonneau cover, and that's back ordered from Ford itself, and maybe some of the 3D printed patterns for additional storage. But other than that, the truck is great. I'll let you know how much it costs to fill up when I fill up for the first time. It says I have 631 kilometers to empty, and it's been saying that for the past couple of days. So I don't know how long this battery and this gas is going to last me, but it seems like it's going to last me forever. But again, if you're new here, please subscribe. We do mainly golf and life updates. This is a life update. So please subscribe, like, comment what you think about the truck. If you hate it, tell me why. If you love it, I do too. And I'll catch you in the next video.